I would say the most accomplished lawyer in this country. You know, if we look
Starr
at
103.5
former President Nana Akufo-Addo is the most accomplished lawyer in Ghana, hands down.
Hands down. If you take all the constitutional law cases where our rights have been guaranteed, you know, by the Supreme Court, by the cases for an Attorney General means an Attorney General, you know, his name is there. He did those cases. You know, and those cases are consistently cited in every constitutional law case. If that is not accomplishment, then what is it? You know, so then you're working with this man, and you have to be on top of your game. And this is me. I've come from abroad. Of course, I practiced, you know, in Ghana for a while, in the courts and all of that, but mostly in corporate and commercial law at BNTHL. And so you end up here and you have to really know the constitutional law and know things. But what I realized, I mean, I got thrown in the deep end because you're asked questions, for instance, how is this person going to be appointed? What are the laws that, you know, come into play, and so on and so forth? And then you have to do a lot of research.
Were you petrified at the beginning? Were you afraid?
I was, I would say, overwhelmed.
You are.
To some extent, the imposter syndrome kicked in. To a large extent, of course. I didn't think I was capable. I started looking around for sort of material that could help me to be able to come up to speed. I was looking for books. I turned to the United States because they have a White House counsel. So I turned to the United States to look, and I found a book that was written by, I think, a deputy legal counsel at some point in time during maybe Lyndon Johnson's time. And, you know, he gave a lot of advice. But one thing that stuck with me was like, be sure to have the first drafts, because then you'll be able to direct what is happening.
Was there ever a time, Kow, and share this with us, that the president, so maybe you were overwhelmed or you were afraid at a point, and maybe said, look, young man, you can do this?
You see, President Akufo-Addo was more of a teacher. So in a way, I'd say the fourth floor of the presidency was more like chambers. So we, you know, we do a lot of the day-to-day stuff. There's a lot of meetings that go on, and that ends about maybe about 7 p.m. and he works late into the night. So after
former president will work late into the night, like to what time? Share with us. You were with him.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Sometimes I leave him in the office. You know, you know, midnight.
And he's back the next morning.
He's back the next morning.